humans, aliens, light workers. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm super excited to be here on a Friday morning with you. Oh my gosh, Yuval, how are you? Good morning. We're talking about my social media bundle. But we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. I'm really trying to learn both of these, you guys, so I don't have to do them both at the same time. But when you join, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Yuval, where are you in the world? Where would you be? But I'm super excited. I only have about 15 minutes. Then I have a speaking event that I'm doing at this live summit. But I wanted to come on and share with you guys two things that are super exciting. One is my brand new program, Meow. I am super excited, and this is for aliens, light workers, those of you who are energy workers but need help with marketing, sales. You're not really sure how to do it. You're not really sure, like, how does social media work? How does Instagram work? How does LinkedIn work? How does Medium work? How does Linktree work? Like, how do all these things work? This is going to be my new signature program. I'm super, super excited. If you guys haven't known, my first ever program was called How to Create Your Fairy Tale Life in 6 Weeks. And this was a program that I did in 2018. And it was really like how to find your purpose. Like, how do you find the clarity of your purpose? How do you find like who it is you're meant to be? And then how do you share that? And so for 4 years, that's been like my signature. Like, I've gone that course, I've done it. We've had hundreds of students literally go through that, find their purpose. We've had people like be able to beat cancer. We've had people to break free from the corporate job. We've had people be able to like do all these incredible things. And so I really wanted to shift, because in that program, what's really missing for my clients or for people is after you find your purpose, after you decide who it is you're meant to become, how do you market? How do you sell? How do you create an offer? Like, how do you actually do something that's going to really monetize you for the rest of your life? Like, how do you really leverage these platforms so that you can have tens of thousands of people following, so that you can have like a huge community, so that you can have people that really are excited about what you're excited about. And I know, like, as light workers and energy workers, we're like, oh my God, this is so funny. We have so many of you on Facebook. I love it. But what I wanted to share, what's important, is that I feel like there's so many of you that have these ideas, but you're not sure like how to actually monetize it. How do we use social media? So you get out of the grid of like 9 to 5, you get out of the grid of having to do phone calls, sales calls, like having to go to events in order to do something. Like, how do we really do this? And so I really wanted to like create a new program for this, because I've never taken people behind my business, of how I've done the funnels, of how I have all these platforms, of how I do scheduling, of how I create content, of how I write so much content, of how I create so much, so that you can literally become like a selling machine. You can become a content writer machine. You can do it with so much fun and so much grace. And it's just like this fun experience for you. So that is my new program, Meow, which is really, really, really exciting. We're going to start next Wednesday, so May 18th, I think it is. Yeah, that's what it is. We're going to start May 18th, and I'm just super, super thrilled. I'm so alive about it. And if you've been wanting to understand marketing, you've been wanting to understand the digital world, this is the one for you. Like, this is going to be the course for you. This is what's going to bring you to that next level. So I'm going to leave the comments here in the comments, so that's where you guys have it. But it's 6 weeks. It's self-study. You have lifetime access to it. Each of the modules, it's 6 modules, will have different videos. And each of the videos will be around like 40 to 60, maybe a little bit more minutes. But they're really going through, and I can even go through the weeks with you guys, so it's on here. But I'm like super, super, like, I've never been more excited about like a course than I have with this course. Like, it's really, really cool. Okay, so the 6 weeks, I don't have them memorized, but the first one, week 1, that we're going to cover in this course is called Claiming and Accepting Your Truth. So, right, if you're an alien, you're a light worker, you're an energy worker, but you're not leveraging the digital platforms, you're not leveraging, like, how do you really become who you're meant to become? Like, how do you really create who you're meant to create? Like, how do you really have achievements that you're proud of? You have to, module 1 is all about claiming and accepting your true self, which starts that you're an alien, you're a light worker, you're an energy worker, but you just haven't claimed that fully. You haven't owned it fully. You haven't accepted that's who you are. And so in module 1, I really want to go through that, because I've never had any program where I've really dove into like how I've remembered who I am, claimed who I am, and just shown up like that consistently, regardless of what people have said about me. The second thing, module 2, is creating content out of anything to sell. So I really want to share here, because as you guys know, I'm a content creating machine. How do I always create content? How do I literally live my life in a way where you create content and you can sell anything? Because you have to know that when you begin to enter in the online world. And especially if you want to get out of like phone calls, you want to get out of like 9 to 5, you want to get out of like people always like on top of you and you feel like you can never get out, you have to know how to create content and create content that is good forever. Like create content that you then have as resources. For an example, my podcast, the Colleen Gallagher podcast, we have 103 episodes. And so you really want to know like how do you create content, and I can leverage those episodes to anyone that I meet. Basically, I can say, hey, I have these 5 episodes I really recommend that are tailored toward you. Listen to those, read those, listen to those, and then reach back out and you can have a conversation. So I've used the podcast as a lead generation, as a way of free connection for people to get to know me, for people to build trust with me, to have content that I literally can have as like as a way for people to really dive into the work that I teach or that I am. Module 3 is how to start building lasting relationships to build allies, grow your community, and soul mission in business. I've never had a course specifically on how to build relationships in business. I have relationship courses, like how for men to get women and women to get men, but I've never done it like in business. And as I've grown in 4 years, I definitely see the more and more importance of this, because there's people now who, if you guys know who you are, you've been following me for years, and you've literally just come on or just reached out or just like let me know that you're here. So this is like really, really important, because I want you to know how to build relationships really well, to grow a community, to grow your soul, to feel alive, to feel like whatever you say is going to impact other people. Module 4 is calling in soulmate clients. So soulmate clients is specifically so that you are not working with people who drain your energy. I know what this feels like. When I first started my business, I literally had so many people that would like come into my space and they would like want everything for nothing. And like everything you did wasn't enough. Like you'd get off a phone call with them and it wasn't enough. They'd want more. They felt like, you know, a typo like ruined the whole program. Like it was so horrible. So module 4, I really want to teach you, how do you call in soulmate clients? Like how do you really get with people that are other aliens, light workers, who are going to like energize you instead of like drain you. So that's a really, really important thing that I teach her that I've never taught before ever. The next thing, module 5, is changing your relationship with social media and technology so it becomes fun and easy. This is really, really important, because if you don't look at what your relationship is like with social media, you're not going to change your life, right? Because if you're constantly not on the digital world, you're constantly operating where you have to go to events, it's never nonstop, you're always meeting people, you're always following up, it becomes so exhausting to the alien and to the light worker and to the energy worker, because we just being in a room with a lot of people, like people feed off our energy from the work that we do, and we are alchemizing other people or auric field and energetic fields just by being around them. So the technology world works really well because you can start to use it as a buffer where you don't always have to be around people. So if you're introverted, kind of like me, it really works well. And I really teach you like how do you change your relationship, the mindset. Like social media was not always easy for me like it is for me now. Like I don't even know. We're on like 40 platforms. We have like going across every like different things. It wasn't always easy for me. So I just want you to know, like, I really want to share the secrets of how I changed my relationship and how I really view social media and the habits that I've made with it to make it enjoyable. And module 6 is how do you create an offer. So it's really, really important. If you don't have an offer, if you don't have something to sell and market, you're not going to be able to like social media, because you're going to feel like you're constantly posting like positive things and I'm positive and I'm this and I'm posting good things, but like it's exhausting, and you know, people are saying that their lives are changed, but like there's not like, I can't make any money from it. My passion project, I have to still stay at this other job. So I really wanted to like go in this with you. How do you create an offer of something you want to sell and market so that way you really have this and you're in love with it? Like this course me out. Like I've done this. I've been working on this course for 6 months. It's the longest course that I've ever worked on in the back end before like creating, launching, selling. And so I'm really, really excited, you guys. It's just going to be amazing. It's literally one of the best courses that I've ever had. So it's going to be epic. You're going to want to enroll ASAP. Enrollment is as low as $66. Like literally you can get it, and there's 4 enrollment options, and the lowest enrollment option is $66. So You're going to want to go click the link, make sure you enroll, look it over. There's a whole video there. It's going to be really, really exciting. Let's see what some of you have said. Thank you all for calling me so beautiful. That means a lot to me. I can't find the right girlfriend. So if you can't find the right girlfriend, the course I would recommend for you, which let me get, is my How to Make the Awakened Woman Crave You workshop. Let me get you the link so you have it. Okay, so I'm replying to you. There it is. That's the workshop that I recommend for you. And then the other thing I was going to say, if you guys didn't see today alone, I just have a 24-hour sale. If you don't want to go meow, if you don't want to go like super intense, you don't really want to change your life, you don't really want to understand how to use social media, you don't want to create offers, you want to continue to be like a light worker, an alien who just feels drained and exhausted and it's not fun, then meow would not be for you. But my social media bundle, which is on sale for 24 hours, would be for you. That's like a very introduction to social media. I think, what is it, module 5, I really go into like, module 5, I go into changing your relationship with social media, which is going to be really, really in depth. But if you don't want this whole course that's really going to take you through like how to build an empire, like how to meow, how to feel like so amazing, then I'd recommend my bundle of Introduction to Social Media, which is on sale. It's 50% off just for today, Friday. So anyway, I love you guys. I hope this helped. I'm super excited about this. I've never been more excited about a program. Like, this is really going to be one of my new signature course. When people are like, what is it you do? I'm going to like help people fall in love and like recommend my course to me out. Like, this is the course. This is the one for you. If you followed me and you're like, you're always launching, you're always sharing, I don't know what to get in, this is the one. This is the one. So anyway, I love you guys. Share, comment, let me know if you're on the replay.